When you think of Rowan Atkinson, you probably picture Mr. Bean bumbling around in that lime green Mini Cooper. But the truth is far more impressive. Behind the comedic persona lies one of the most serious car collectors in the entertainment industry, with a garage valued at over $15 million. This isn't just a collection of expensive toys gathering dust. Atkinson actually drives these machines, races them, and yes, sometimes crashes them. From ultra-rare vintage racers to modern supercars, his garage tells the story of a true automotive enthusiast. Before we dive into this incredible collection, if you love classic cars and want to see more celebrity garages and automotive history, hit that subscribe button right now. Today, we're counting down the 10 most remarkable cars from Rowan Atkinson's personal collection. Let's get started. Number 10. 1939 BMW 328 Roadster. Starting our list with the oldest car in Atkinson's garage, and it's an absolute piece of automotive history. The 1939 BMW 328 Roadster. This isn't just any vintage car. The BMW 328 was one of the most dominant race cars of the 1930s, and only 464 examples were ever built before World War II halted production in 1940. Atkinson's example is particularly special. Under the hood sits a 2.0-liter inline six-cylinder engine producing 79 horsepower. Now that might not sound like much today, but in 1939, this car could reach a top speed of 93 miles per hour, which was absolutely flying for the era. The engine featured innovative hemispherical combustion chambers and inclined valves, technology that was years ahead of its time. What makes this car truly remarkable is its construction. BMW used a lightweight aluminum body mounted on a steel ladder frame, keeping the weight down to just 1,830 pounds. This power-to-weight ratio made it a giant killer on the racing circuit. Number 9. 1964 Ford Falcon Sprint. Next up is an American classic that Atkinson took racing, the 1964 Ford Falcon Sprint. This turquoise beauty is one of only 4,278 units ever produced, making it exceptionally rare. Ford created the Falcon Sprint as a high-performance version of their compact Falcon sedan, and it came equipped with a 164-horsepower V8 engine. The Sprint package included upgraded suspension, front disc brakes, and a 4-speed manual transmission. But Atkinson didn't just keep this car in a climate-controlled garage. He had it professionally prepared for vintage racing and actually competed with it at the 2014 Goodwood Revival's Shelby Cup. Unfortunately, during that race, he was involved in a collision that damaged the car. True to form, Atkinson walked away from the incident unhurt. This Falcon represents the golden era of American performance, when manufacturers were beginning to understand that compact cars could also be exciting to drive. The Sprint featured bucket seats, a center console, and sportier styling cues that set it apart from the standard Falcon. Number 8. 2002 Honda NSX. Moving to Japanese excellence, we have the 2002 Honda NSX, a car that Atkinson has praised extensively in interviews. The NSX was Honda's answer to Ferrari and Porsche, and it completely changed the supercar game when it launched in 1990. Atkinson's second-generation model features a 3.2-liter V6 engine producing 290 horsepower. It could reach 60 miles per hour in just 4.8 seconds and had a top speed of 168 miles per hour. What made the NSX revolutionary was its reliability. While Italian supercars of the era spent more time in the shop than on the road, the NSX could be driven daily without fear of breakdown. It featured an all-aluminum body and chassis, which was groundbreaking technology at the time. Atkinson has specifically mentioned that he loves the NSX because it's engaging to drive without requiring extreme speed. The car's responsive handling, precise steering, and naturally aspirated engine note make it a true driver's car. Number 7. Land Rover Defender Heritage. Now for something completely different. Atkinson owns a Land Rover Defender Heritage Edition, proving his collection isn't just about speed. The Heritage Edition was a limited run of just 400 vehicles, created to celebrate the Defender's iconic design. Atkinson's model features a 2.5-liter turbo diesel engine producing 120 horsepower. Not fast by any means, but that's not the point of a Defender. This vehicle represents rugged British engineering and decades of off-road heritage. The Defender featured a body-on-frame construction, solid axles front and rear, and permanent four-wheel drive. It was designed to go anywhere and keep going, whether crossing deserts or climbing mountains. The Heritage Edition added special paint, unique badging, and period-correct styling details that recalled the original Land Rovers from the 1940s. It's a collector's item that celebrates one of the most important 4x4 vehicles ever created. Number 6. 1993 Mercedes-Benz 500e. Here's where things get interesting. The 1993 Mercedes-Benz 500e, a car Atkinson loves so much, he bought it 3 times. The 500e was a collaboration between Mercedes-Benz and Porsche. Yes, Porsche, despite Atkinson's well-known dislike for the brand's typical owners. Mercedes wanted to create a high-performance sedan but didn't have the production capacity, so Porsche hand-assembled each 500e at their Rosselbau facility. Under the hood sat a 5.0-liter V8 engine producing 326 horsepower. This allowed the unassuming sedan to reach 60 miles per hour in just 5.5 seconds and hit a top speed of 155 miles per hour. The car featured wider fenders to accommodate the upgraded suspension, lower ride height, and special wheels, but to the untrained eye, it looked like any other Mercedes sedan. Atkinson originally owned a silver 500e, sold it at auction in 1994, then repurchased it in 2017 because he missed it so much. He then sold it again in 2018, but the story doesn't end there. He actually bought a third, completely different 1993 500e because he couldn't shake his love for this particular model. Number 5. 2014 Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG GT. Staying with Mercedes, but going much more dramatic, we have the 2014 Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG GT. This stunning machine features the iconic gull-wing doors that hark back to the legendary 300 SL from the 1950s. Atkinson's red example is powered by a hand-built 6.2-liter V8 engine, producing 583 horsepower. The car could sprint from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.6 seconds and reach a top speed of 197 miles per hour. The SLS AMG represented Mercedes' return to building a proper supercar. It featured an aluminum space frame chassis, double wishbone suspension at all 4 corners, and a rear-mounted transmission for perfect weight distribution. The naturally aspirated V8 produced one of the best exhaust notes of any modern car, a thunderous roar that turns heads everywhere. Those gull-wing doors weren't just for show. They allowed easier entry and exit in tight parking spaces, though Atkinson has joked about the challenges of getting in and out of them given his height. When open, they create one of the most dramatic silhouettes in the automotive world. Number 4. 2011 Rolls-Royce Phantom Drophead. Number 4 is perhaps the most unique car in this entire collection. The 2011 Rolls-Royce Phantom Drophead, but not just any Phantom. Atkinson used this car in the film Johnny English Reborn, and he convinced Rolls-Royce to install something truly special under the hood: a massive 9.0-liter V16 engine. This experimental power plant was originally developed by BMW when they took over Rolls-Royce, intended purely for internal testing and never meant for public release. Atkinson's Phantom Drophead is believed to be the only car in existence with this V16 engine. While Rolls-Royce hasn't officially confirmed the exact specifications, this engine would have produced well over 500 horsepower and massive amounts of torque. The Phantom drophead itself represents the pinnacle of luxury motoring. It's a convertible with a fabric roof that can be opened or closed at the touch of a button. The car featured Rolls-Royce's famous Magic Carpet Ride suspension, which used cameras to scan the road ahead and adjust damping in real time. Number 3. 1986 Aston Martin V8 Zagato. Taking the bronze medal is the 1986 Aston Martin V8 Zagato, a car so special that Atkinson actually owned 2 of them. Only 52 production V8 Zagato coupes were ever built, making this one of the rarest Aston Martins in existence. The car was a collaboration between Aston Martin and Italian design house Zagato, resulting in aggressive, angular styling that was controversial at the time but is now highly regarded. Under the aluminum body sat a 5.3-liter V8 engine producing 430 horsepower. This allowed the Zagato to reach a top speed of 186 miles per hour, making it the fastest production Aston Martin of its era. The car featured twin carburetors, a 5-speed manual transmission, and weighed just 3,417 pounds thanks to extensive use of lightweight materials. Atkinson owned 2 Zagatos. One was a standard road-going version, but the other was modified by Aston Martin Works into a racing specification machine. He campaigned this race-spec Zagato in historic motorsport events throughout the 1990s and early 2000s. Number 2. 2014 Bentley Mulsanne Birkin Edition. In second place, we have the 2014 Bentley Mulsanne Birkin Edition, a tribute to racing legend Sir Henry Tim Birkin. This wasn't just any Mulsanne. The Birkin edition was limited to just 22 examples worldwide, making it exceptionally rare. The car was inspired by Birkin, whose idea to supercharge Bentley's racing cars in the 1920s resulted in the famous Bentley Blower, one of the most iconic race cars ever built. Under the hood of Atkinson's Mulsanne Birkin sat a 6.75-liter twin-turbocharged V8 engine, producing 505 horsepower and a massive 752 pound-feet of torque. Despite weighing over 6,000 pounds, this luxury sedan could reach 60 miles per hour in just 5.1 seconds and achieve a top speed of 184 miles per hour. Number 1. 1997 McLaren F1. And finally, the crown jewel of Rowan Atkinson's collection, and arguably one of the most famous cars in the world, the 1997 McLaren F1. Only 106 McLaren F1s were ever built, with just 72 being road-legal versions. Atkinson purchased his F1 in 1997 for approximately $830,000. The car featured a 6.1-liter BMW V12 engine producing 618 horsepower. With a top speed of 231 miles per hour, it held the record as the world's fastest production car for over a decade. What made the F1 revolutionary was its design philosophy. Gordon Murray created a car with the driver's seat positioned in the center, flanked by 2 passenger seats. The entire chassis was constructed from carbon fiber, and the car weighed just 2,513 pounds. This incredible power-to-weight ratio resulted in acceleration that still impresses today. 0 to 60 miles per hour took just 3.2 seconds. But here's where Atkinson's story becomes legendary. He didn't garage this multi-million-dollar masterpiece. He drove it regularly, racking up over 41,000 miles. And yes, he crashed it twice. The first accident happened in 1999 when he rear-ended another car, damaging the front end. The second crash in 2011 was far more serious. Atkinson lost control in wet conditions and hit a tree. The car was severely damaged, but he walked away unhurt. The repair bill came to £910, equivalent to over $1.4 million at the time, making it the highest insurance payout in British history.